We are recording. All right. I see Megan. Is Liz here?
Yep, I'm here.
Yep. And then the 260, is that Emily, is that you?
Yes.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm glad you could join. All right, well, we'll just go ahead and get started because I want to get through kind of what I had to share, and then I want to open it up definitely for questions to make sure if you guys have anything, we can get that covered and talked about. I know Megan and I talked about it today, and then I posted it in the Belief Anchored Empire group, and I know Julie was commenting on it too about our next challenge groups, our next December groups. By fall of the calendar, it should be November 30th. But I know with Hammer and Chisel coming out, that new program, that they are wanting to do like a couples group, which I think is really cool. I think it'll be a good way to target some newer people. But like I think Julie's concern is that she still has some people that are going to want to do the 21-day fix. So I say, especially since we've been kind of doing our own thing anyways, I say I'm going to promote November 30th, and you guys definitely can too. And if we have enough people, we have 20 people that want to join, because I know we'll have alumni that'll be ready to jump in then too. I say let's just plan on having a November 30th group. Whether Heather and Hillary have a group, that's kind of up to them. I say, to me, I just think if we're kind of on our own anyways, we might as well push for one. So if you guys have any thoughts on that, please let me know. But I'm thinking, I just like going every 2 weeks, just because when one group ends, then they fall right into the next group. And so I know for me that was important when I was a challenger, and for those of you too, that it's been really beneficial just to, you know, I hate saying, oh, hey, can you wait a week before we start a group? Like I hate that, because some people I think really need that motivation when it comes from a group. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then we'll do something with Hammer and Chisel that will be geared more towards couples and people that want to just do it together too. So plan on that, the next group being November 30th, which is right after Thanksgiving. So it may not be a huge group, and that's totally fine. I've been in really small groups before too, and either way, it's not a big deal. So anybody have any comments or questions on that?
I just have somebody that just signed up today, and she'll be doing the fix. And then I talked to some like alumni that I had, and they were just talking about wanting to continue. So if we did a group with just at least like with the fix, and then did a Hammer and Chisel, like I think that's a good idea, especially to promote it around the holidays and not necessarily like, because in that way I told her, I said it would be after Thanksgiving, and she was like, oh, that's awesome, I don't have to worry, you know, until then, because she's already, you know, going to be working on meal planning and stuff anyway. So
Yep. And I think December, if we just have, because Hammer and Chisel is 60 days, so that'll be a little bit of a longer group. And yeah, I think if we have, you know, one group in December for the fix, that will be good as well too. So we have 2 groups going right now that are just our coaches going through. And most of you have been doing a good job of, you know, obviously we always post our workout pictures in there, but if you make something for supper, you know, at least once a day, try and post something other than just your sweaty workout. Because in the past, you know, Heather's been kind of the lead of the groups, and she's always done a really good job of posting something other than, you know, just her workout as well. So you make something for lunch, or your shake, or you find something motivational, even if it's something you post on your personal page, just go ahead and copy it into the group, because I think that really helps as well. And, you know, our groups have been not necessarily quiet, but just, you know, not a ton of interaction. So I think if we can try and keep pulling that up and just keep that motivation high, I think that will just help propel forward and those kind of things. So if you make something for supper, or you got lunch, or, you know, something for breakfast or salad or whatever, just make sure we're sharing those recipes and going along with that. Something that was talked about in one of my diamond calls was other coach has done a crank your core group, and I haven't brought it up to anybody else. I wanted to bring it up to you guys and see what you thought. But it's like our free groups that we run, those free weeks, but this was a whole month. So it was like a free group. You post about it. People join. They sign up for you with a free account. And then there's like a 1 ab workout a day. Like you hold a plank for 30 seconds. And so it's like a challenge group, but it's a free group. It's a whole week. I thought, I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of cool to do in December, but I'm almost wondering if that would be maybe something we could look at doing in January. Just wanted to see kind of, I wanted to bring it up to you guys so it could kind of be our thing that we, kind of made up, and obviously open it up to everybody else too. But just wanted to see, that's something that's been kind of on my mind that I thought would be kind of fun. Because, yeah, everybody loves the recipe groups, but I think if we did kind of a high accountability group, free group, then people might see, oh, hey, I really like this challenge group stuff. I think I want to join, or, those kind of things. So keep that in your mind too. We'll kind of talk about that a little bit later. And if you have a thought on that or whatever, just let me know. But also, I don't know if you saw Heather's post about Pittsburgh in January. My initial thought was, yes, I want to go. And then all of a sudden I had all these thoughts like, oh, that's going to cost money. I have to leave my daughter. My husband's going to have to watch my daughter. Like, I had all these excuses float in my mind. I'm like, you know what? No, if I deserve to do something to push my business forward and to push myself forward, because it's not just a live workout event. I mean, there's going to be different trainings and speakers and kind of Beachbody celebrities there and stuff. So if you're at all interested, give it some thought. Let myself or Heather know if you're interested in going. I think we're flying out Friday morning and getting back Sunday afternoon. So a quick trip, but I know for Heather it was a big game changer for her last year. And I'm just excited to kind of learn and grow that way. So if it's something you're interested in, let me know or let Heather know. I think we have to kind of buy tickets and make decisions and stuff real quick with that coming up. So okay, so now into the whole meat of what I want to talk about is one of the things I've been thinking about since we had our last call was, we were busy with the Fall Classic. We've been talking a lot about Success Club, and I stepped back and I thought, you know what, how many of us really understand why Success Club is so important and why we talk about it so much? And some of you started so quick and we got going, and I don't know if I actually fully explained what Success Club is to you, because I know when I started, all of a sudden, I had 3 people signed up, and Heather's messaging me. She's like, oh, hey, you're Emerald. Oh, hey, you have Success Club 5. Da, da, da. And I'm like, what does that mean? And I'm like asking her, and she's trying to explain it. And I'm like, I have no idea. So I was thinking about my own experience, and then I also Googled a couple of videos today just to get some tips to share with you as to why Success Club is so important and why it should be a goal for you each month with moving your business forward. So not only is Success Club kind of a rewards program, there's actually a Success Club trip every year, and I don't know all the guidelines. I don't know all the regulations. I'm not that advanced and far yet to even have to worry about it, but I know I think they did a cruise a couple years ago, and they did something else. But if you hit Success Club, I think it's 10 for 12 months in a row, I mean, your trip is paid for because you earn points and that kind of thing. So, in that sense, it's kind of a rewards program. It benefits you that way. It's also the best way to increase your business. So not only are you adding, whether it's coaches or customers, you're building your legs, you're moving forward, but it is just the only way to move your business forward. And the best way that it was explained to me today when I was trying to figure out the best way to explain it to you was, okay, November, you hit Success Club 10. So you've signed up 5 people with challenge packs. So you've gotten 10 points, or yeah, your 10 points, 5 people. So you've got 3 on one leg, 2 on the other. Next month in December, when they reorder their Shakeology, you not only got commissions from them in November from their challenge pack, but now you get commissions from those 5 people in December for their Shakeology. And in December, you have Success Club 10. So you signed up 5 more people. You have the commissions from their challenge packs, and it just continues to snowball. So that's why, the moving your business forward, you're still earning commissions off of their Shakeology. You're not getting necessarily, is it volume, or I don't know the exact specifics, but you're just snowballing. It's continuing to grow. And when you all of a sudden have 2 or 3 people that decide they don't want Shakeology anymore and they quit and they cancel their everything, then you've still built up your legs. And so then if that happens, you're safe. You're okay. So it's kind of that non-negotiable. If you want to move your business forward, that's what you have to do, is you have to aim for that Success Club 10. And, you know, at first I'm like, oh my gosh, 5 people, like that's a lot. And now it's kind of like to the point where 5 people, you know, that's a no-brainer. You should strive to help. And don't think of it as signing them up. Think of it as helping 5 people, you know, make that jump to change their life and to start a program and join you and create healthy habits for them and their families and those kind of things. So it's kind of that compound effect. If you've ever, you know, I think most of you, I gave you that book. If you've had a chance to read it yet, it's that compound and that building over time. And it takes a little bit of time, right? But it gets there. Also, when you hit Success Club 10, you know, that's your goal. When you get there, it shows that you are making those 3 vital behaviors. So you are posting, you are working out, you are drinking your shake, you are messaging people, you're inviting. Sometimes you have those people that reach out to you. 2 people on the call right now, Megan and Emily, they both reached out to me about wanting to join a group. And you know, and Liz, I had to reach out to her to say, hey, I think you should do this. It's going to go both ways. You're not always, and I remember at first, you know, I had a lot of people that came to me and wanted my help. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is, honestly, I thought it was easy. I'm like, everybody wants my help. This is great. Then after that effect wore off, and some of you are at that point right now where, you know, your new glow is kind of falling away, and now you're noticing that you have to message and you have to work a little bit harder. But honestly, I find it more rewarding when I have to message somebody and they respond with, oh, you know, I've been wanting to message you. I've been seeing your stuff. And then you kind of win them over and you get that, you know, you get them to join. And to me, that's a little bit more rewarding than somebody reaching out to me, because then I feel like, okay, I should have messaged them sooner, or I should have reached out to them. So it's just, you know, and from day one, it's been pounded in my head to get Success Club 10 or even Success Club 5. I mean, 10 is obviously your ultimate goal, but 5 is you're still hitting that mark. But for me, it's non-negotiable. It's the way that you move your business forward, you continue to grow. It's a sign that you are doing what you need to be doing and that it's happening and it's working right. I know when I hit Success Club 10, it's like I do a little happy dance. Like, it's just kind of what you strive for every month. And, you know, I hate seeing 6 or 8. It's like, come on, one more, get that 10. And actually, this is the first month that I've set my goal to be at Success Club 20. And I've never set that goal for myself. I've always been, okay, get 10. I want to at least get 10. But now I'm like, you know what, that's not good enough. I need to help more people. I need to get that higher, get that up. So, and you know, obviously with the Fall Classic, we're pushing that a lot right now in November, but it's a clear sign that you are doing what you should be doing. You are messaging, you're inviting, you're posting, all that kind of stuff. So questions on that, on Success Club and kind of how it works, or why it's so important, or any experience that you've had with it?
I guess, what do you do, like, after you feel like there's nobody left out there, kind of a thing? Like, I've went back through and I've added a bunch of people from, like, high school and college and stuff like that. But I know obviously you have to wait a little while before you, like, kind of jump into it. But is there, like, I don't know, a good place to look, or a good idea of where to start looking at people? Or, because I tried to do the whole thing where, you know, don't judge them, you don't know if they need it or not, kind of thing. But I don't know, sometimes I just feel like she's already coaching, or she already has done it, or she has it already, or, you know, kind of thing. I just kind of hit a wall, I guess.
What I suggest doing, and what I did, I've done it probably 3 times now, is I have gone through my friends list on Facebook. And honestly, I think I've done it 3 times. And I did it when I first started. So way back in August, I jotted down the people. I'm like, these are the people that I think would want to do this. And I had a list of like 20 people. And then when was it? Probably in October, when I was struggling in October. I went back through and I wrote down a list of people, and just anybody and everybody that I had been kind of friends with in high school, kind of friends with in college, met at my random jobs, all those kind of things. And probably half of them I messaged in October. So out of a list of like 30, I probably messaged half of them in October. And now in November, and I just did this, I think Sunday, I went through my friends list, and I filled out my planting the seeds calendar, and I just wrote down anybody and everybody I can think of. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to write them down, and I'm going to come up with some way to randomly message them that doesn't sound like I'm selling to them. And I've been trying to draft up a couple different things to send. So that's what I would suggest doing, is just going through your friends list and just making that list. And when you need people to message, just go through there. And then, I always kind of look at their Facebook page a little bit and see their last couple posts. And then, I kind of start a conversation that way, like, hey, I just saw you got a puppy. How exciting. Like, I hope, blah, 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 whatever. And then, just say, hey, I want to invite you to this because I think it's something. And it's not always going to be a great response. I got one the other day, and somebody was like, you know what? I'm happy with my body and I don't really care. So, but thanks. And I'm like, oh, okay, sorry. So you're never going to get 100% perfect responses, and you're going to get a lot of no's, but in order to get a couple yeses, you've got to get like 20 no's or whatever. So that's what I would suggest doing, is just going through your friends list and just anybody and everybody, just jot them down. Even if you think, even if they do Advocare or they do other products, just write them down, invite them. The worst they can say is no thanks, And then make sure too, Megan, those new people that you're adding, go back through, like I always go like a day or two after they accept my friend requests, and then I send them a message, especially if I don't know them. And I throw in that random, hey, I saw you have tons of friends. You must be from Spencer. I grew up there. My parents live there. Are you still around there? You guys hear me okay? Or am I cutting in and out?
You're kind of like off and on, but
my stupid internet.
Not very often.
Okay. Oh, you're frozen right now, so I can't really see your face. Oh. Oh, there you go. Now you're unfrozen. Oh. Awesome. Any other questions about the Success Club?
So like if somebody cancels their, like I had somebody cancel their stuff or whatever, does that like hurt me necessarily, or does they're just off my list basically?
No, it doesn't hurt you. They just, if they were a coach, they just go off of your leg. If they return everything though, I think then you end up losing your points and those kind of things, because I think that just happened to Sarah. I've never had that happen, but yeah, it doesn't hurt you. It just takes a person away from your leg.
I was just looking at like options and stuff to like be diamond or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that I hit diamond and then like my legs start to like fall apart. What happens with that?
Then you would drop, and then when you reach it back, then you would go back. So it's kind of one of those things. Like for example, Liz, just recently, her legs kind of got off balance. And so, which I saw you got that switch, Liz. So I think we hit it just in time. I don't know if you saw that or not, or got that email.
Yeah, I think it was okay.
Yeah, because I checked it today to make sure. But yeah, so you can drop and rank, and you just kind of have to build it back up. That's why it's so important to make sure that you're even and making sure, like you're switching your legs and all those kind of things. And you can email, it just has to be within 72 hours. So, but, yeah.
So are you just trying, so for Success Club 10, are you trying just 5 people each month, new every time, or just have to have 5 people constant?
No, it is to hit Success Club 10 each month. It has to be 5 new people.
Okay.
Yep. Good deal. Any other questions on that? All right. The last thing I kind of wanted to share with you is I watched a video, I think it was last week, on something called the resolution effect. And kind of what that is it's the months of January to March. So when everybody is in that whole, it's a new year, new me, I'm going to lose weight, I have all these resolutions. And so that is your chance to double and triple your income. And I was watching this video, and obviously this is one of the top coaches who's making like 6 figures. And so you're like, yeah, right, like awesome, like that'd be great. But then she broke it down like when she was where we're all at, you know, just starting out coaching. And she went from, in January, she was making $100 a week to, by the end of March, she had like tripled that, you know. So the amount that she was making per week, it kept increasing, it kept growing. And then each year it was more and more and more because of all the hard work that she put in October and November and December. And so I could show you, it's insane right now, all the lists that I have going. I have my daily list of people I'm messaging or checking back with. I have my monthly calendar that I'm filling out, my seeds calendar of who I want to message each day. I've got it's just insane, the list that I have going, and it's chaos, but it works for me to try and figure it out. But you guys know, October was a hard month for me. And so then November, I was determined to not let that happen. And so, you know, if you work for it now, if you are posting consistently, if you are sending those messages and responding and doing all that, you're going to see that resolution effect in January and February and March. And I know you might be getting a lot of those, okay, well, I'll talk to you after the new year, you know, check back with me then, I'll be ready then, or I'm too busy now, and those kind of things. And when people tell you that, think of that as, you know what, they're going to come back to me someday. But they're only going to come back to you if you are still, you know, posting and sharing your story and being that person that they look to for motivation, and they look for, you know, your recipes and all the stuff that you're posting. I've actually noticed a lot of the people that have said no to me lately, they are the first ones to like my posts and to comment or to, you know, whatever it might be on those posts. So even though they said no, I know that they're watching and they are still, you know, at some point they'll turn around and come back and join. But to see that really come into effect, you've got to put in that work now. And I know that, you know, if some of you are struggling, I think I posted that video today on trying to find some content to post. And I know when I first started out, I posted the stupidest things, and I look back and I'm like, why did I even do that? Like, it was stupid. It didn't make sense. Even now I'm like, okay, some of this stuff is stupid, but I'm trying to show me and who I am, and I don't want to I don't want to portray a false sense of me. So, you know, this stupid stuff that I post, it's like, that's just me. That's my personality. And if somebody doesn't like it, then I probably don't want to work with them anyways. But I'm trying to attract or kind of let my personality shine through. And that's what you have to do too. And every time I see your guys' posts, I get excited because they're so good and they're so motivating and showing your success. And I think a lot of you have come those leaps and bounds. But just think about, you know, what kind of coach do you want to be? You know, are you just here to get the discount, or, you know, you guys are here, you're on the call. So to me, that shows that you're serious and you want this as maybe a hobby, you know, just to make a little bit of extra money, have some spending money, keep you motivated, you know, or maybe you're thinking, wow, you know, this could really turn into a business. This could turn into a lifestyle for me, you know. So just think about what kind of coach you want to be, and, you know, your work will show it's what you want to put into it and those kind of things. So yeah, that's all I had for tonight. So you guys have any questions or anything? No questions? Megan, you're the only one I can see, so.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. I'm like staring at you, like, are you sure you don't have any questions? No, I'm just kidding. So.
I kind of have a question. It's kind of a concern too, I guess.
Yeah.
So I am like terrified of posting, and even as like a challenger in these groups, I don't post very often just because I just don't like to make a whole lot of Facebook posts and stuff. And I look at other people selling stuff on Facebook, and I find that their stuff is like cheesy or annoying. And one of the things that drew me to this program was how tasteful your posts were, Kylie, and that I wasn't like annoyed of seeing them. And that, how do you, I guess, like, let's see, how would you suggest like kind of getting to that point, I guess? I don't know.
Yep, no, I know what you're saying. And thank you. That makes me feel better that my stuff isn't cheesy. But you know what? When you get started, Emily, a good person to talk to is she is one of our upline coaches, so she's kind of like way above me on the ladder. Her name's Hillary, and she was exactly the same way. Like when she started, she's like, I had 200 friends on Facebook. I like posted when my child had a birthday, and that was it. You know, she posted like once or twice a year, and it's just something that. For me, it's a habit now. Like I'm not kidding you. I think tonight I thought of 5 different things I had to take pictures of during supper and during nighttime that I could post about later in the week. And it's just basically it just kind of comes down to like sharing your story and sharing your journey. And some people, and it will, when you feel ready and when you're at that point, you will get there. And it will be easier. And for me, it was like, just to be honest with you, the person who I'm signed up under, when she started coaching and she was posting all the time, we were like, why is she doing this? Why is she posting all the time? And then when I started, I realized this is what you have to do. You have to post and you have to share your story, because then it attracts people. Like, you came to me because you saw what I was doing and the things that were happening. And it is hard. It is scary. And you don't have to, like transformation pictures. I think it took me 2 or 3 months to even post my transformation picture. And there's a lot of other things you can do besides that. And, you can start off as easy as once or twice a week, or a day, and those kind of things. And so I think too, once your confidence builds and you have some people that want to join you, it does get easier over time. And we do have like a posting calendar that you can kind of look at and follow that gives you some ideas. But yeah, it just kind of goes hand in hand, because, and I've had people say that too, oh, I could never coach because I can't post on Facebook or things, but it does get easier. And it's just, I don't really think of it as posting. I just think of it as kind of like sharing a look into me, into my life, and my struggles, or how I overcome them, or those kind of things. So I look at it as more so as trying to reach out to people that maybe need my help, or sharing with them. And even, it doesn't even have to be necessarily always, health and fitness related and those kind of things. It could be like today I posted about Kinsley with her sippy cup and stuff. And yes, I wanted people's opinions, but I knew it would get traction. I knew it would get people commenting on my stuff and those kind of things. And you'll get there, Emily. It'll get easier. It'll get better. I know at first too, I had terrible posts at first because I wasn't sure where to go or what to do. But I don't know if that really answered your question or helped you out, but.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. And that's one thing too, Emily, if you want to start building that confidence, even posting in the challenge group, you know, it's private and the only people that see it are us, and that might kind of help kind of break that scaredness of posting and those kind of things. So that's maybe one thing I would suggest, just to kind of
I think I might okay. I think I might set a goal of making sure that gets done, because I probably posted twice, maybe 3 times the first 3 weeks.
Yep. That's what I would suggest, just because even, you know, because there's not going to be any judging or any opinion in that private group. So it'll just kind of help build up your confidence and help you perfect that selfie. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I just kind of, I don't know. I've been doing this for like only 2 or 3 or 4 months or whatever, so not very long. But I guess when I first started posting my like sweaty selfies and stuff, like on the workouts and everything, I just posted it like just to post, and I would just be like, hey, I did my workout. Hey, I did my workout, just so that Kylie knew I was, you know, doing my workout. And then I guess like the second round, I started to go back through, and I was like looking at other people's, you know, like saying like, okay, they're going through this with me too, you know, I'm not by myself. And then now I don't know, I think it's kind of fun to see like how sweaty I am, I guess, or see like what difference I've been making, I guess, in my own self. And then like, not to be like, I don't know, vain or anything, but I just kind of feel good posting a sweaty selfie, because I know I just worked my butt off for it, I guess. So like, yeah, I guess that comes with confidence. I don't look good at all with my sweaty selfie, but to me I do, because I know I worked really hard for it, I guess. So I know it's really awkward to post random photos of you, and my husband makes fun of me a lot, but it's okay. It'll get better, I guess.
I don't know if you guys saw the picture I posted today of my outfit, but if you see it and look at the first comment, my husband was making fun of me, so it is what it is. I don't really care.
I just love it, because the other day we were working out in a sports bra and like really weird shorts that were a different color, and then I had Christmas socks on, so it was pretty awesome. But yeah.
All right, well, we got about 5 minutes. Any final questions or anything dire?
Can we talk a little bit more about Hammer and Chisel, that group starting?
Like about the group, or about what the program is?
Was there like a certain date that was? What's that?
It launches on December 1st. So December 1st is when you can purchase it.
Okay.
And then I think Heather said that we would start December 7th. And I don't know if that's going to be a week of preseason or if it's going to start right away on the 7th. I don't know. And if some
and
of
that's for only people that are just doing that program then?
I think so. I think it'll be exclusive Hammer and Chisel. And that's why if we still want to do a 21-day fixed group on the 30th, I would still be up with that for that. I'd be fine with that. Because I think Hammer and Chisel will be
essentially having like 3 groups.
Kind of, yeah. And I've done it before.
Okay.
But the nice thing is, I don't know if you guys have noticed this too, with these last 2 groups, they are a lot smaller, and it's a lot easier to stay on top of them and know what's going on.
Agreed.
It's really nice. Like, I actually scroll and I get to the day before and I'm like, holy cow, it's over, you know? So I noticed that right away, and that's super nice. So
Can I ask you a question? Like, can you give me like a 30-second like down low of what it actually is and stuff? Because I'm trying to get Aaron into it, and I guess I don't really know a ton about it, I guess. Or is it online? I could probably just go look it up.
Yeah, there is. And the only thing that I really know about it is it's and I should do more research on it too, but it's a combination of, so Autumn, who is the trainer for 21 Day Fix, and then Sagi, I think that's how you say his name. He's like that huge, massive bodybuilder guy. So I think it's just kind of a combination of like heavier weights with less reps, because it's on Beachbody On Demand. You can do some of the trials. And I did Autumn's trial, and it's heavier weights and lower reps. So it's just kind of I think it's a combination of the two of their programs, because I think Body Beast was that more weight, less rep, that kind of thing, like more of the bodybuilder mentality. And I think there is more of like the cardio in there as well too. So I think it's just a hardcore mashup of the two. I've seen a few of the test people so they went through and tested the program, and I've seen some of their results, and they got insanely toned and all those kind of things. So I'm excited for it. But yeah, I think if you look online, there's videos of it and those kind of things. And on the Beachbody, I have not done the Hammer, because Hammer is Soggy and then Autumn is Chisel. So I did the Chisel preview, but I have not done the Hammer preview, and I want to do that this weekend so I can kind of get an idea of what that's like. So, but yeah, other than that, I don't know a ton about the group, kind of how it'll run. So.
Okay. How do I see like the preview? Where do I go for that?
If you just go to, like the workouts?
Yeah.
If you log on and go to your Beachbody.
I guess to learn more about it.
Oh, learn more?
Okay.
I think you can probably just go to YouTube too and Google or search it, and then there should be some information on Beachbody, on Team Beachbody. If you just type in Hammer and Chisel, there should be some info that pops up.
Okay.
So.
Sounds
all right.
good.
Less than a minute. Anything else you guys are dying to talk about? All right.
I did the fix again today, and I am hurting like a crazy lady. It's different. It's crazy how you can go from the extreme to just the regular, and it still kicks your butt. But
they're the same, but yet they're totally different, and it's hard to explain. So, all right, awesome. Well, thanks for joining. Emily, thanks for calling in. So, we will talk to you guys later.
All right. Thanks, Kylie.
Yep, have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye.